Allah, give me noble Juali. Allah, give me Brother Nazarene. Allah, give me noble Juali. Allah,
Islam. You got Moorish temples everywhere. Islam. They might look different. Islam. But the master of the house is more honorable than his walls. Islam. The master of this house is Noble Juali. Allah's prophet. Islam. And Allah working through him just like Allah can work through us.
That's right, brother. That's right.
The holy teaching of Jesus was to the common people, to redeem them from under the great pressure of the hands of the unjust, that the rulers and the rich would not oppress the poor. Also that the lion and the lamb may lay down together, and neither would be harmed when morning came.
My name is Mustafa Bayou from Atlanta, Georgia Territory, Temple 55, Unity Temple 55, here in Raleigh, North Carolina for the Unity Summit.
Islam, how did you hear about the Moorish Unity Summit?
I heard through it, actually Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook.
There's a lot of information getting around, right?
Facebook.
And so, you're here all the way from Atlanta, Georgia.
Indeed.
And so, what is your main motivation for coming today?
Oh, unity, without a contradiction, unification of the Moors. We have so many tribes now, different bodies, grand bodies, but it's time for us to come out and be as one body, one temple, one God.
Yes, and so what stands out to you most? What are you taking home most from this particular Unity Summit?
It was a core of different messages, different measures from different speakers. I took a lot from everyone, building on listening, focusing on education, focusing on the newspaper, focusing on the youth, which is the main thing, the youth, how we should support them and how ready they are to claim their nationality and be out here for the province.
And in fact, the youth had no qualms expressing their wants, needs, and expectations
Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it determines your future. In the Holy Covenant, it states, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity. It is our duty to fulfill and to keep striving to make this movement even more successful and to come together as one and to build up off each other and to share each other's knowledge with one another. Islam? Islam. The purpose of this summit is to have everyone come to one resolution. It may not happen.
Unity was definitely the order of the day, and with the litany of speakers, it was quite overwhelming to be in the presence of so many sheiks and sheikesses, each delivering powerful speeches filled with useful knowledge and information for the people.
Brothers and sisters, reparations are important. And as the brother did mention briefly during his discourse, there are a lot of things that we must do before we get those reparations. It's not going to be an easy process. It's going to be a step-by-step process. And one of the things that is very important, brothers and sisters, to understand is that your name ties you to those reparations. That's right.
Abstain, refrain, pause, suffer for this cause. Perform, accomplish, insist, persist on yours. Shape your future, structure, formation, construct, devise, plan, design, contrive. It takes courage, endurance, power, and spirit, fearlessness, enterprise, valor, and forbearance to tolerate the self-hate of a
So we have the brother right here, Islam Moore.
Islam.
So, and I always ask this question, it's kind of cliche, but what brought you out to the Moorish Unity Summit?
Children is our future. And the reason why, because I was a child in the temple many years ago. And so I felt the need, out of all the things that's going on in society, is that we have to be there for the children.
And so your presentation, what made you give that presentation?
All right, so we're going to be silent for a moment. Just breathe. Just breathe it. Don't worry about the thoughts. Let it play out. The thoughts have to play out. That's a process. That's a process. Oh yeah. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Oh, never put your head down. Because that's the first thing Europeans say about your head. Always hold your head up because the energy is not going to flow.
Right.
How many times have you been doing that?
No.
All right, now come down. Now do the same thing, but have your hand like this. Some of us are unaware of meditation, right? And the Quran talks about the meditation, but he talked about Pacific meditation. He talked about the powers of meditation. Once we get an understanding of the powers of meditation and instilled in our children, because the exercise of the mind, you have to think. All right, and the prophet said, if I can get you to think, you know the answer.
Yes, sir.
You can free yourself.
Yes, sir.
So the whole objective is to listen, attention, which brings to a point where you begin to observe something. You begin to think for yourself. And when you think for yourself, you have an open mind. When you have an open mind, that's purity. Once you that purity is instilled within you, the information will come in, and then you can cipher from it.
Between the two Catholic sovereigns, being Portugal and Spain, Islam. Now on that Treaty of Tordesillas map, they cut it straight down the Atlantic Ocean. The only difference between the Treaty of Tordesillas and this map is that they moved the demarcation line about 30 to 50 leagues to the west so that Portugal could claim part of Brazil, this land. But everything to the west of the demarcation line was to be claimed by Spain, and everything to the east by Portugal, this land. So from an international standpoint, we're talking about just our vast dominion, this land. And we know it's been pillaged, this land. We've been destroyed as a people in this country and all over the world, this land. Wherever there's the ancient inhabitants of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites, this land. So what Noble Ali, he's given us a clear picture, this land. And what we're suggesting is that we take this clear picture and we activate on it, this land.
Islam.
Islam. Teach how he live. Represent something number 2 on Islam.
Islam more. And so how you think it went today?
All is well. I got to meet the brother Cozmo in the flesh.
Islam. Gratitude, brother.
Boys definitely did end up inviting me into the family. Brought me up to the front of the road and let me demonstrate for us more Islam.
And so what are you taking away most from this summit?
The demonstration of unity, economic empowerment, and things that we can do as individuals to empower ourselves and in fact the Moorish Peoples. I did enjoy the demonstration with the newspaper article.
So do you see yourself getting involved with the newspaper?
Absolutely.
And other projects? All right, most definitely. Because, I want the brothers and sisters to see, that yes, no, people are seriously responding to it. Because we talk a lot, but it's time to do it. So any other last words for the people, brother?
Islam. If you're out there demonstrating on Facebook and not getting paid for it, why not contribute an article to the Moorish American newspaper,
Islam. My name is Brother Shem El, Durham, North Carolina. Temple Number 2 here in Durham. Assistant Grand Chief here as well as an author. Currently 2 books that are published. Who is Elohim? And also, what is the higher self?
So speak on that, the higher self, a little bit. What's that book about?
Yes, sir. This is actually my second book that I wrote in line of more science. I've written 4 books. 2 of the books that I published pertaining to more science since I've been in the temple. And basically this, as well as Who's Elohim, they both deal with our questionnaire, Moore's questionnaire, specifically asked the question, what is the higher self? That's one of our questions, which of course we know the higher self is the mother of all creatures, the harmonies of life, justice, mercy, love, and right. So what I wanted to do with these books, and in this in particular, was expound on certain key words that come out: mother, virtues, harmonies, and I go into that and explore aspects of not only historical, the level of etymology, but also into metaphysics. You know, it goes into the chakras, a whole bunch of the planes of existence, everything that the prophet actually taught in the Sermon 7. But this allows us to really be able to explain the teachings.
Islam. So, what brought you out? What was your intention when you came out to the Unity Summit? Well, I mean, what did you have in mind?
Well, this is actually my second Unity Summit that I've attended. The first one was in, I believe, maybe about a year or so ago. It was in D.C. And for this one, being that this is actually in my hometown, currently in North Carolina, you know, I wanted to be able to see the Moors come together. I was looking for, if I had any expectations, I was looking for basically us to really work on some concrete objectives, you know, some things that we can really work on, because you know, we've been having many Unity Summits, and it's all beautiful because we're all family. With that said, it's even more beautiful and more important that we come together and work together to accomplish objectives. So that's why I was there.
Force to tell lies to us. Somehow it's true, it's tied to it. The TV murders mine, your own mind pulled it. The trigger is your mind's illusion. Unpolluted mind, undermine illusions, polluting your mind. That's why it's hard to find solutions. Can't see the confusion in your music. Your favorite rapper is your Judas. You adapt in his teaching, so you follow what is foolish. I'm a polish, you we fooling. From out the words come the wise. Cultivate his mind and watch the rise of wise rulers. True Ali took the disguise off your guard. True Ali took up from the sky and put a law in his students, in the heart of his pupils. That's the purpose of this movement.
Something like a sketch. I ain't black, said the man to the kettle. Ruby heart with some emeralds for the bezel. Can't settle. We ascending to that next level. On the way up, I say peace.
Sheikh Heru Ranisiel, Grand Governor Temple number 19 in Atlanta, Georgia. Here today, I'm actually here today at the Moorish Unity Summit, demonstrating unity amongst the Moors. Unity is possible, it's here, we've experienced it, it is possible. While I'm here, I made it possible, I made available some of the books that I've offered. Two of the books that I have available are the What Are You Doing With Your Freedom and The Night of the Living Dead. These two books are part of a series known as The Remedies for Civil Death. This is volume 1 in the series, and this one right here is number 8 in the series. This is the most recent. Volume 1 deals with basic orientation as far as nationality and birthrights are concerned. And volume 8, What Are You Doing With Your Freedom, deals with the concept of freedom, because most people think freedom is you do whatever you want to do, you break whatever laws, and so on and so forth. This is not what the Prophet Ali stood for, so we give like a little breakdown about what freedom is and contrast it with liberty, so on and so forth. And we also give breakdowns in here about the doctrines of discovery, which the Europeans are still using to subjugate our people, so our Asiatic people here in northwestern Mexico.
Islam. So what are you taking away from the summit most this time?
Well, ever since this year came in, we have Temple number 19 have been promoting the concept of what it is to have a UN or United Nations. Most people think that the United Nations is in New York. We have to go a And, you know, and that may be, you know, something that we have to do eventually. But we have to learn how to recognize the nations amongst ourselves, the customs, rights, and traditions amongst ourselves. We don't recognize each other. None of the nations of the earth are going to recognize us. It's as simple as that. Today, it was people of different grand bodies. All the customs and traditions were respected, and their measures were delivered. They were delivered diplomatically, and it was a phenomenal event. This is my first Unity Summit. I'll definitely be back. I will be a regular. You know, be at the will of Allah.
Islam, more gratitude for your words. Any last words for the Moors?
Well, victory isn't sure because Allah is leading on. You know, the Prophet didn't bring us this far to allow us to fail. The rest is up to us. We just got to shake off that Negro, black, and color sluggish will and put thought to deed. You know, put word to deed before we make this thing happen. So, Moors, we'll see you on the battlefield.
You got to get more blood to flow through there. And you know, today, they're doing experiments with oxygen on the body.
Yes, sir.
Now they got ladies that are pregnant, they're sending oxygen around the uterus or somewhere down there trying to make the baby healthy. They are taking sick people and putting them on oxygen now. You know those things people use for sleeping? Right. Now they're giving them to people who are sick because they realizing that the oxygen heals you.
Praise Allah.
And that's something you can do yourself if you breathe deep down to your one point, which is 3 fingers below your navel.
Yes, sir.
That's the main holding spot for your, but you got to start with yourself.
That's right.
You got a spirit, you have a brain, you have a body. Now the question is, do they working hard?
What was that, the picture you just showed?
This is reincarnated prophet.
The one you just showed.
This is Timothy Dean O'Leary, and we just buried his wife, this mother here. We just married her March, yes. They love Prophet Noble Ali. Loved him. Moors, they all, and there's Kirkman Bay, Nelson Bay, Millie Eel, Blakely Bay. Moors, these people got children and grandchildren living today. Are we gonna keep on fighting?
No, sir.
Are we gonna keep battling? Are we gonna keep fighting? Moors, I love these people. These people got children, they got grandchildren. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying, first of all?
Love Brother James.
Love them. Moors, these people love. These people got love, they got mothers, they got children out there right now. If you travel in Chicago, Detroit, Michigan, right here in Virginia, the colony, Prince George's County, Prince William, Nelson Bay's daughter and grandchildren, great-grandchildren are there right now. The Lord asked me and said, are we going to keep arguing? Any member, group of members holding religious feelings towards the temple of prophet, violate divine covenant, or the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah.
That's right. They keep it in the store, so you still gonna need money. It's funny, cause opportunity is not a noun or verb. It's just another word if you're colored on this earth. First things first, you know it's all an odyssey, cause we getting platinum chains and they're getting property. They deal with trust deeds and we deal with bill of sale. That's probably why we still in hell. Oh well, time keeps slipping and the world keeps spinning in America. America, American, I'm Moroccan. You know the sentence of a maxim. Keep your Dow Jones and your NASDAQ. I want my land and my fares back. Women with their heads wrapped. 400 acres.
Everybody know the person side? I want to ask more that we tighten up, come up a little bit closer, get to know each other, rub elbows with each other, feel a little tight. Come on, Moses, what we doing? Let's move. Come on up a little tight. Let's get some sisters up here in the front row. Let's get some brothers touching elbows with each other. Islam? More because part of, y'all can see, because part of the Moorish Unity Summit, is the idea of us not just the idea of us coming together, but it's us getting to know each other. And as Sister Janelle demonstrated, detoxifying our thoughts. Islam.